Welcome back, everyone, here to Live Now from Fox. We continue to always bring you the very latest headlines, top stories, and one of the big top stories, it's going to be the big one on Sunday. Of course, we are talking about the Super Bowl. We've been talking about the matchup, just all of the different parties that have been going on in the Bay Area. We've been really talking about the gambling aspect of it all as well. But now we want to talk about a different type of matchup, because we know who the Patriots are, right? And we know who the Seahawks are. But do we really know what an actual Seahawk is? So let's bring in a friend here of the program, Forrest Galante, outdoor adventurer and TV personality. He will have the definite answers to this question. The Seattle Seahawks, what is it?
It's a good question, Mike. I mean, there is no such creature as a Seahawk. There are some incredible large birds called sea eagles, like the Stellar sea eagle and animals like that, but they are not native to Seattle or the Pacific Northwest. However, there are a couple large birds that are fish eating. Of course, there's the American icon, the bald eagle, that's native to that part of the world, but I don't think that's what Seattle was going for. I think that our Seahawks are, in fact, our common osprey, which is a large bird of prey that likes to eat fish. It likes to target fish and live in that part of the world. So I really think that's probably where the name came from.
Yeah, look at that. In the Pacific Northwest, no doubt about it. And why do you think a football organization said, you know what, we want to put our team as this Seahawk here? And tell us a little bit more about maybe the characteristics and if it matches up with the same on the field.
Fair question. I think that when you look at an osprey, it is a large, powerful bird. It's incredibly predatory. It's able to swoop down with such elegance, grace, speed, and athleticism, capture a very hard to capture prey, rip it to shreds. To me, an animal like that is absolutely iconic of being a mascot of a powerful football team like Seattle. And when you tie in the fact that a lot of these teams choose to have animals that are locale to them, locale specific to where they're based, I think it's a great one. You know, it's very easy to be the Lions, the Tigers, the Bears, oh my, but it's much cooler to pick something that isn't directly in your line of thought and vision and thinking and turn that into this emblematic creature. And I think the Seahawks is probably one of the coolest emblems in the NFL.
Yeah, that's so true. And you're so right on that, Forrest, where you could definitely see where a bear is and if it's coming at you or charging at you more than that. But for a bird, I mean, it's almost like it's in stealth mode sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. These all of the birds, you know, I was thinking of the peregrine falcon. That is the fastest animal in the world that can dive at 300 miles an hour. I mean, they're powerful. They're magnificent. And the osprey is no different. You know, it's capable of traveling vast distances, has impeccable eyesight, the ability to dive in and grab a fish out of the water in this stealthy hunting approach from above. It makes it a very formidable adversary. And if I was a Patriot of any kind, of any country, I'd be pretty scared of a Seahawk, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because you just never know when they're going to swoop down, right? I mean,
that's right.
They could swoop down and definitely do the damage there fast. And we'll see if the offense will continue like how Seattle has been doing all year. What about also, let's talk about the broad shoulders aspect of this bird as well. I think that's an important trait as well.
Yeah, so when you have any bird that specializes in eating and lifting heavy prey like a salmon or a fish or a trout that these birds like to eat, and many of the sea-dwelling fish as well, you have to be very powerful. In order to be powerful enough to carry not just your own body weight when you're a large bird like an osprey, but the body weight of your prey, your fish, you have to have big, muscular shoulders. And it's funny, when you look at an osprey in specific, especially when it's flying and it's pulling its wings out, it almost looks like it has those NFL-style pads on its shoulders because they're somewhat disproportionate to the rest of the body because they're just so muscular in that area. And it's for the ability to push those wings from the water surface and lift that heavy bird with that heavy prey up from a near stopped position like that.
Yeah, it's neat stuff, no doubt about it. All right, Forrest, here's the $64,000 question. Who do you have on Sunday?
Seahawks all the way, baby. Let's go.
There you go. There you go. All right. We will see how it all definitely shakes out on Sunday. But Forrest, always great to have you on here on Live Now from Fox. And thanks so much for breaking it all down with us.